More often than not, we don't notice narcissistic behaviours because we're naive to them, we're uneducated on them. We can sort of have our instincts feel like something's not quite right, but because we don't know what, they tend to have a reasonable excuse, justification for their behaviour, we don't see what is actually happening. Spotting a narcissistic individual can be incredibly tricky because it often hides behind their mask of charm and confidence, which is usually their arrogance. So a few things to watch out for is someone with that grandiosity and that sense of self-importance. Narcissists act like they are the most important person in the room, the most important person in the world. They're more important, they're more talented, they're better looking, they're more intelligent than everybody else. They go all out to exaggerate their achievements, talk about people they know, lie about things they've done, places they've been, people they've met. They expect to be treated as special. If you go to a restaurant where you're supposed to book a table, they'll not book a table. They'll expect to go in and just sit down, and they'll get incredibly offended with that "don't you know who I am" attitude. Narcissists also have that preoccupation with fantasies of success and power. They're obsessed with dreamland, and you will see this dreamland very early on. They're only interested in getting to know things about you so that they can mirror you, so they can sell you the dreams of your future in the present to get their needs met. They're obsessed with dreams of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty. These fantasies dominate their thoughts and drive their actions. We can all daydream. We can all try and manifest. We usually spend the time putting the work in to achieve something that's beneficial for all parties. And sometimes we can lack patience. With narcissists, they have these ideas, but they usually lack the work ethics to follow them through. They expect you to do them for them. They believe they are special. They believe they're unique. Narcissists see themselves as unique individuals who can't be understood by the likes of you. They expect those special treatments. They expect the privileges. They demand the praise. They try to beg for praise. They don't like seeing someone else do well. They go all out to ruin it for others because they themselves need that excessive admiration. So they don't want to celebrate somebody else. It needs to be all about the narcissist. They constantly seek attention. They constantly seek praise. Compliments fuel their ego, fuels their self-esteem. When they're not getting the attention they believe they're entitled to, they can become incredibly upset and they can punish you. They also have that sense of entitlement. Narcissists believe that everyone else has all the luck and everyone else has stolen it from them. They believe they deserve more than everybody else, whether it's success, respect, favours. They believe they just deserve it without having to do anything to earn it. They believe they're entitled to your time, to your energy, but they will only give you theirs if there's something that they want from you. They exploit others for their own personal gain. Narcissists use people to achieve their own goals. They manipulate, take advantage and betray others without any guilt, without any remorse. They simply just shift the blame onto the other person. Well, if they hadn't, then I wouldn't. Well, they deserved it. They find a way to justify their exploitative behaviour, not only to themselves, but to those around them. They lack empathy and display very arrogant and haughty behaviour. They show very little concern for others, unless there's an audience that they're looking to impress. They often behave arrogantly. They belittle and mock people. They look down on people. They consider people inferior to them. They don't see that everyone has their struggles in life, because to a narcissist, it's not about everyone. It's about themselves and themselves getting their needs met. They're not interested in the pain or suffering of others. A narcissist will happily sit there and watch you cry with a glint in their eye. No remorse whatsoever. They'll just blame you for it, because that then escapes responsibility on their part. They don't look to change, they look to avoid consequences. When it comes to dealing with people, it's about recognising whether someone is acting out of self-interest so you can protect your well-being, or whether someone is just having a moment. It's not about judging other people. It's about having the awareness to learn what kinds of people you're dealing with, to recognise whether you need to take a step back from this person. Because people over time will reveal who they truly are. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several one-to-one slots available, and the link for those is in the description. If you're looking for further reading, there's several books out on Amazon. How to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals. Healing from narcissistic abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery. 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain. A Narcissist Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. And Behind the Mask, the rise of a narcissist. If you're interested in any of those, they are all available on Amazon. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.